Hi there, and welcome to the video recording for how to work through sales tax. This is part of the Math 110% module, so hopefully you'll learn a little thing or two here while we're going through this. So what I wanted to share with you is I went on Amazon and I found this 55-inch Vizio Smart LED HD TV. Looks pretty sweet, and they got a list price here at $679.99, but I don't have to worry about that because Amazon's only going to charge me $599.99, and ooh, look at that, it's Prime eligible, which means I can get it no shipping straight to my door for only $599.99. Oh, though I forgot, I live in Virginia and we have a sales tax of 5%. And unfortunately, there's a Amazon fulfillment center just on the other side of town from me. So I'm going to get hit with that 5% sales tax. So pretty much what ends up happening is I pay for the whole TV here, but then they tack on an extra 5% tax. So I guess I'm paying for the extra air or the privilege of being able to own this 55-inch television. So what I wanted to do was talk you through two different methods for finding out the cost of this television when I go ahead and put it in my cart and how much I'm going to have to pay. I'm going to show you how we were originally taught back in school. I know at least how I was taught in middle school, and then how I approach these problems these days. And pick whichever one you like. I'll let you make your decision on that one. So traditionally, when we're taught how to find out the sales tax for this kind of situation, they would tell us to take the $599.99 and multiply it by the tax, 5%. Now, keep in mind, when I'm going to multiply by 5%, I have a non-percent times a percent. I really can't have it like that in my calculator. Some calculators have percent buttons, but those are touch and go sometimes. They do weird things when you're doing stuff. So I don't trust them. So instead what's going to happen is I'm going to take my $599.99 and I'm going to multiply it by that percent converted over into a decimal. So if you recall converting percents to decimals, if my decimal is right here with the percentage, 5.0%, and I want to move it over to a decimal, all I'm going to do is multiply or divide by 100. Well, if it's percent on a decimal, I want to go smaller, so I'm going to go to the left once and twice. So the decimal's here, and my new number is 0.05. So that's what I'm going to multiply my $599 by. And $599.99, let's not forget that. So when I do that multiplication there, I end up with $29.9995. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. Is that all I'm paying for the TV? Oh, criminy, no, that's just the tax. That's how much I'm paying for the privilege of owning this television right there, that extra little bit. So to find the final cost, I have to add this on to the original price. Or I'm sorry, the original Amazon price, not the original list price. So $599.99 plus $29 and all this kind of weird decimal here. I'm just trying to be real precise if I can. So when I add those two together, I get $629.9895. So in reality, Amazon's probably going to upcharge me. They'll just stop it at the hundreds place. So they'll really end up charging me $629.99. And that's assuming I don't add anything else to my cart. So this is just the television with the sales tax. So like I said, that's kind of our traditional method for calculating sales tax and the cost. The problem I always had with it is I felt like it was just a little clunky. It was just strange. I had to, add all these money amounts, and I had to do this multiplication by a decimal. So I'm going to show you how I approach these problems that I feel like it's a little more intuitive. And it has to do with just considering the TV. This whole TV represents 100% of its worth. That is the $599.99. And the tax is simply an additional 5% that I'm adding onto it. Now, keep in mind, notice I said the word additional and added. So really what I'm doing is I'm going to take that 100% for the TV and add on to it the 5% for the tax. And because these are just two percentages being added together, I don't have to do any conversion or move any decimal places. I just make this be 105%. That's what the value of the TV that I'm going to be paying for. I'm going to be paying 105% for the TV. So I take that $599.99 and I multiply it by the 105%. Bearing in mind, I'm going to convert this now so that if the decimal's right here after the 5, I'm just going to go once and twice, put it right between the 1 and the 0. So I'll have $599.95 times 1.05. And when I do this multiplication, I end up with 600, and let me fix that for you, $29.9895. Oh, some deja vu, huh? If I ended at the hundreds place, I end up rounding it up, and I get what we had before. The process is the exact same thing. We're still multiplying, we're still adding. We're just doing it in a reverse order. Because in the previous method, when we got that addition point, we had to add all the cents and all the dollars, and it was very clunky. Most of you probably were going to turn to your calculator when you do that one. But here, I just added 105. Really easy addition, and then I just had to multiply with the percentage. Now, bear in mind, this doesn't tell me exactly what the sales tax is, but in reality, I don't really care so much about what the sales tax is. I care about what it's going to put on my credit card when I pay for it. So if you want to know the sales tax, we just multiply the price by 5%, and then if you want to find the final cost, just add it on to what you're paying already. But if you're just interested on which the final cost is, I think this is a much better, much quicker, more intuitive method for calculating sales tax. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from it.